Hey everyone, so I'm putting this on this channel because I don't want it anywhere big. I'm not really interested in getting into any controversy or discussions or any fire, whatever. I just want to put my thoughts out there, and I actually wanted to talk a bit more about other things. So, if you're not up to date with what's happening right now, Peppy recently implemented something in the new Osu laser build, which was adding more slider strictness. The first slider strictness he added was Core V2, which was years ago, where slider hits have accuracy now. Some people were on board of it, some people weren't. But all in all, most people have kind of accepted it. So basically what the change was that he added slider end breaks. So if you drop a slider end on Osu, it will drop your combo. A lot of people were not happy with this because that meant that a lot of the maps we have today are not very playable, because this knowledge that you can drop a slider end but still keep your combo, which is integral to the game since your score only counts if you full combo. So basically mappers ended up mapping crazy slider patterns, capitalizing on the fact that there is leniency. But now that there is no leniency, it makes it really hard to keep combo or get a perfect score on the map. It would have been a perfect world if mapping wasn't like this, but the unfortunate thing is that it's not. A lot of people are upset at Peppy because it's not going with the meta and it's a core gameplay feature that should not be changed. So here is where my opinion starts. I don't think it's inherently bad adding this, because there's nothing wrong with changing a core gameplay aspect of a game. It keeps it new, and that's what I like about it. But the thing is, all the maps we play today is not very good for these changes, which is mostly why people were upset. So I wanted to talk a bit about how Peppy could have avoided all these. So I'll talk about some other examples. Many rhythm games have updated their core features. A couple of examples would be Beatmania 2DX. So 2DX is different from Beatmania because they changed the core aspect of the game. They added 2 keys, and turntable can either be the left or the right now. What was different was that they basically started anew. You can't play the original 5 key charts on Beatmania 2DX anymore. What Peppy essentially did was lump the old maps with the new system together, which is why players are so upset. If he started anew like Beatmania 2DX, most people would not have complained. Another example would be Cytus. So Cytus 1 and Cytus 2 are 2 completely different games. They are similar, but they're not exactly the same, because Cytus 2 added core changes to the gameplay, where they added flick notes and they added these hold notes. Cytus 1 didn't have these. In the same way as Beatmania 2DX, they don't let you play the old charts because Cytus 1 still exists. There are games out there who has changed their core gameplay, but still kept the old charts. And what they used was backwards compatibility. So an example I have would be My My. So My My is a popular arcade game. You have the buttons on the screen and the touchscreen. So My My DX was released this year, and My My DX, they still kept their old charts, but they had this different kind of backwards compatibility with the old charts, where the old charts still had their original way of playing them. The changes was they added these stuff on the screen to tap. Their buttons are quieter and they're more shallow, and they added more touchscreen points to the screen so you'll be more accurate. You cannot play new My My DX charts on the old My My machines because the screens are not capable of handling that kind of new gameplay. But the new version can handle the old kind of gameplay. Other games also had changed their core gameplay, but they didn't make a massive change like slider ends or adding extra buttons or different kind of mechanics like Cytus, Beatmania or My My DX. I know some Vortex, during each version, they change how the laser detection works a little bit. They make it more and more strict, but they still keep in mind about backwards compatibility. If all the old charts cannot play well on the new laser detection, they won't implement it. So Peppy has made a little bit of an oversight with the new changes, and I think a good solution would be keeping an extra system, which is the old way slider ends worked on maps that require it, and just using the new system on new maps from then onwards. So this way, we won't have this problem anymore and people still get to play their old maps. It's a good solution because this way you don't also need to change the entire score system of the game where FC is where it matters. Because if you want to keep that system for old maps where you have to hit the slider ends too, you have to change the whole FC's an important thing. So this is just my thoughts, and I don't think it's that, yeah, but that's all.